Mindset of a purpose means how to act in spite of fears. How to act in spite of fears. Lord Shri Krishna said to Arjuna, first of all, हतो वा प्राप्स्यसि स्वर्गं जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महीम् तस्मात् उत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चय. Even if you lose, you will go to heaven, and even if you win, you will get the kingdom of this earth. So your purpose must be clear, why you are doing it. As Arjuna has a destined purpose to fight the war, similarly, you all also have a destined purpose in this universe. When you find that purpose, and when you work towards that purpose, your life never remains the same. How many of you would like to know the purpose? How many of you? How many of you want like to know how to find your true purpose of life? Yes? At this point, let me introduce you to a very special personality who is there amongst us right now. He's the founder and CEO of Monk School. He's an investor in 8 different startups, and his mission is to help 10 crore people to become leaders with the power of building ecosystems. He has found his own purpose and vision of life, and I think he's the best to share you the steps to find your own purpose. He's also appreciated by top CEOs for his vision to produce more entrepreneurs and leaders from India. He has also been appreciated by PM Modi ji for starting up Monk School, and he's someone who is currently running a team of more than 300 people. So let's learn from him few principles, and I want you to hear from him, hear about his journey so carefully, because ultimately it will help you on your leadership journey. So with huge round of applause, let us welcome Nikhil on the screen. Let us welcome Nikhil on the screen.
Hare Krishna, Namaste. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for calling me here in such an energizing group. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much. You're taking such a beautiful session. How many of you are loving the session till now? Type love in the chat box. Let's see. Let's see how many of you are loving the session till now. Type love in the chat box. Okay, Satyam ji, Pankaj ji, PK ji, Sadhana ji, Kajal ji, Kritika ji. So many people, so many people. Superb to see the people's energy today. Yeah. It's sky the roof. Okay. How many of you are, interested, and Arvindaksh Madhav Prabhu had made you interested to follow the journey of a TL, which is true legend? Type TL in the chat box. Let me see. Type TL in the chat box. If you're on that journey to really become the true legend. All right, super amazing. Rama Rao ji, Anand ji, Chandra ji, Subra ji, Shyam ji. Okay, so many people are saying. All right, I'm here for very, some time, 5 to 10 minutes, and I'm going to walk you through a very beautiful story. Yes, this story has brought a humongous change in my life. Before hearing this story, I was working in Disney, corporate life, was not able to find the meaning of my life, was not able to find the purpose of my life, and was not really successful. Yeah. But after hearing this one story, it brought a huge change in my life where I was able to find the purpose and the dharma of life, relate it and build the true legendary lifestyle. How many of you are excited to hear this story? Yeah. So hear it very carefully. All right. Hear it very carefully. This is how the story goes. There are two monks. There are two monks. At this point, let me switch off the chat box so your attention is clearly on the story. Uh, there are two monks. One is a senior monk and one is a junior monk. Now, both these monks are crossing the river from one place to the other. They want to go to the one place, from one place to the other, and there is a river. So they both are crossing the river. And at the middle, when they reach, they saw a woman who's stuck. The woman is not able to go forward because she's scared and she's stuck over there. And because river was flowing with the strong currents, and she can't go back because a huge journey over there. So if the woman would have been lying over there for a long time, maybe some animal would come to hunt her because it was a forest area. Now both these monks saw the woman and the woman asked for the help. Monks, please help me. So the senior monk goes, picks up the woman and started walking to cross the river. At this moment, the junior monk was very angry because the junior monk thoughts were running that we have taken a vow to never touch a woman. How the senior monk broke the vow? Now they crossed the river. Senior monk got the woman down. The woman was like, "Thank you so much. You helped me when I was in need." Now both these monks started to walk on their journey in the forest. 1 hour passes by, 2 hours passes by, 3 hours passes by. Now the quite agitated junior monk could not handle it longer. And the junior monk said, "Brother, you did it all wrong. When we took the vow of never touch a woman again, why did you touch the woman?" This is what senior monk replied. The senior monk says, "I sat her down hours ago. You are still carrying her." "I sat her down hours ago. You are still carrying her." How many of you, just by this story, got a bulb on that this is our life also at some place? When we are so caught up with a lot of things, we can't really go out and find the purpose. We really can't go out and build a huge something else. We can't go out and even become a leader when we have a strong baggage, because the monk sat her down hours ago and you're still carrying her. So if you're carrying a lot of things of our past, if you're carrying a lot of things, बहुत सारी चीज अगर हम carry कर रहे हैं, it won't make us go far along. So for us to really find the purpose of life, it's not always about what we need to achieve. It's not always about what we need to achieve. Sometimes in the journey, we have to remove something. Yes. How many of you want to also listen to the second story? One more story. Like, side, how many of you learn, how many of you learn from the stories more, because our grandmother and the mother used to teach us from the stories, right? One more very beautiful story that I heard and would change the whole direction of my life. Now it's really about the purpose. It's a story of, again, two monks. One is a senior monk and the junior monk. Okay. Now, both these monks are washing the feet in the river. It's a continuation of the first story. Okay. Both these monks are washing the feet in the river and they see a scorpion that is, lying on the stone. A scorpion. Scorpion क्या होता है? बिच्छू. एक बिच्छू पत्थर के ऊपर है. Right? They're washing their feet. All of a sudden, the scorpion fell into the water and started drowning. So the senior monk went, picks up the scorpion, and जब वो स्कॉर्पियन को पत्थर पे वापस रख रहे थे, स्कॉर्पियन ने उनको काट लिया. The scorpion stung him. He kept the scorpion. Again, the same thing happened. The scorpion again fell into the water, started drowning. The senior monk went, picks up the scorpion, again kept it on the stone. The third time again, this is happening. The scorpion again fell into the water, started drowning, and now the senior monk, when he was going to help the scorpion, the junior monk says, "Brother, what are you doing? When you know the nature of the scorpion is to stung, what are you doing?" This is what the senior monk replies. The nature of the scorpion is to stung, but to save, it's my nature. Our purpose of life is not about कि हम छोटी छोटी चीजों में बॉदर हो जाएं. किसी ने कुछ कह दिया तो हम बॉदर हो गए, हमारे बॉस ने कुछ कह दिया तो हम बॉदर हो गए. नहीं. We have to be so powerful that we are always following our true nature. What is our true nature? Is service. Serve, 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 serve. Always bring your mind to this notion of service. Before knowing these stories, my mentors are monks. Before knowing these stories, I was working in Disney, a good, powerful company, but I was not satisfied in my life, and I was not really feeling that I'm successful. Today, after hearing these stories, after having the right mentorships from the right people, I was able to build 2 successful businesses in the last 3 years. With now we are doing 40 lakhs a month revenue with 300 plus people team. So I'm solely managing 300 plus people by doing workshops with you, by not just following up with them all the single moment, because there are systems. The point is, ये तो 2 stories मैंने आपको बताई हैं. We cannot follow it 100% from tomorrow. But can we do 1%? Can we become 1% better every single day? Yes or no? So let's say in all those areas, physical health, emotions, relationship, your time, your work, career, and mission, your spirituality, your finances, right? If we need to achieve our goals in all these areas, that we have to, yes or no? Then we can not do it 100% by tomorrow. That is why we pressure ourselves a lot to become 100% better tomorrow. I want to, 100% wake up at 7 a.m. in the morning. I want to 100% achieve this tomorrow. It can't happen. So there is a concept that we also implement in our office, so that we can manage all these team members. And because 300 log hain, 100 people make mistakes, how to manage it? हम सबको डांटते रहेंगे क्या? No. So we follow a principle named as CANI, which is named as CANI. CANI. CANI, CANI stands for constant and never ending improvement. Constant and never ending improvement. So to our team, we say that fine, you want to make mistakes, but tomorrow become 1% better of that. So now see, if you become 1% better tomorrow, how much you are better in the 99 days? जो इतने सालों से हम बेटर नहीं बन पाए हैं, in 90 days you can be 90% better. In 365 days you can be 365% better. It's not always 100%. Yes or no? This is where you need to release the pressure. Release the pressure of becoming perfect tomorrow. Yes. So there are a lot of things that Madhav Prabhu is going to walk you through. He's a brilliant person. He's a brilliant mentor. I started learning from him back in 2020 when my transformation really started. And he's one of the most amazing sages and monks who can teach you about the Vedic wisdom, about implementing Gita in life, and how to make these 7 areas the best. Giving the stage back to him, because he's the essence of Bhagavad Gita. He's the essence of, he's mentoring you. And there are a lot of points that he's going to walk you through, that how to become TL, how to become true legend. There are 3 steps to it. He talked about mindset, and mindset we just talked about purpose driven mindset. That पहले आपका mindset होना चाहिए purpose driven mindset, right? कि vision क्या है life का. अगर purpose समझ नहीं आ रहा, then vision. Create a vision for life. Okay. So back to Arvind Lakshmadha Prabhu. Mohan Rao ji, it is constant and never ending improvement. Great. Thank you so much. The community who's helping each other. That's the real community that, we built. Thank you so much. Arvind Lakshmadha Prabhu, the stage is all yours. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you. So please, everyone, give a huge round of applause to Nikhil for sharing his thoughts, sharing his wisdom, sharing his experience with everyone. Thank you, Nikhil. Now, let's everyone. I want all of you to write down 3 takeaways that you have learned from Nikhil. Write down the chat box. जो आपने सीखा निखिल से. 3 things that you have learned from Nikhil. Type it in the chat box. Yes. Okay. Focus on purpose. Remove baggages. Get better every day. Okay. Constant and never, constant improvement. Kani, yes. 1% improvement. बहुत अच्छा. Very good. Thank you all for sharing your thoughts. It shows that you all have heard it with full attention, with full concentration. Thank you so much for your attention and concentration. Now, let's move to the. So, we are talking about the first step, which is called as mindset. And in mindset, also, the very first thing we have talked about is called as mindset of a purpose. Yes, everyone? Mindset of a purpose. In order to become the true legend, you need to work on your mindset. The first was purpose-driven mindset. And the second is called as self-talk efficiency. Everyone. Self-talk efficiency. Please write down in your notebook. Arjuna was doing a self-talk, which was very, very negative, He said, I can't fight, I can't kill my family members, I can't kill my guru. And this negative self-talk made him fearful, Please remember, what makes you fearful in life is negative self-talk and negative beliefs. And Lord Shri Krishna said to Arjuna, the distance between you and your success lies between both of your ears. Lies between both of your ears. And that is, you all have understood, that is called as mindset. The distance between you and your success, you and your peace, you and your money lies between both of your ears. So, yes, because I think, and you all can also think about it, if you want to earn money, but you always think about yourself, oh, I'm not good, I'm pathetic, I'll not be able to do that. How many of you feel by the self-talk you won't be able to earn more money? How many of you think? Yeah. Suppose you want to become a leader, but you always think about yourself, oh, I always mess up, oh, I'm a cheater, oh, I'm not happy, I can't handle a team, I'm not. Then how can you deserve to be a leader? Yes. Well, that person doesn't deserve to be a leader. Let me tell you this. Leadership is very responsible job, very responsible domain. Very responsible domain. You deserve to be a leader. And not only that, leadership requires you to stop politics in your team and lead a vision. But how will you do it in your office? See, there is one thing that I believe is that the leadership system of this world is broken. How? If it was not broken, then all the team would be happy. Everyone would be smiling in the office. Everyone would be entering the office with energy, passion, and purpose to perform their actions and their duties. But totally opposite is happening, isn't it? Yes, Mr. Deepak, we are talking about that only. But totally opposite is happening. What is that? The team is in stress. The management is in stress. The primary leadership is in stress. And we all create a ripple effect of stress in our homes as well. Isn't that true? We are not talking about something, out of this world. हम इसी संसार की बात कर रहे हैं. Is it that true? I believe that office plays a very vital role in a person's life. And if office environment is highly positive, highly uplifting, motivated, skilled, the work would be great. Yes or no? And as of now, how many of you believe that if positive, uplifting, motivated environment is built in your team, the work they are doing will be more effective, efficient, and in time with great conviction? Yes. This brings me to the third point in the mindset, which is called as fictional and non-fictional leadership. Fictional and non-fictional leadership. Fictional and non-fictional leadership means to, stop becoming a Sasuma from the TV serials for your team. You know, Sasuma, like, oh, you got late today. Now I'll deduct your salary. Aha, acha. Okay, you can't come on time, Now I see, I'll be like Sasuma. Suppose if Lord Sri Krishna would have done this to Arjuna in the battlefield. Arjuna, you are 30 minutes late, you are delaying the war. Uska motivation to wahi kharab ho gaya hota, isn't it? Isn't it? Yes. Even when Arjuna was not motivated to fight the war, Krishna didn't use the fictional approach, which is how? No, Arjuna, you can do it. I am with you. Come on, you can do it. This is fictional approach, my dear friends. It is absolutely fictional in nature. It has no relevance with people's emotion. You will be shocked to know that 99% of the leaders use this approach to persuade their team members to do something or to get the work done. Isn't that true? Now, here we are talking about team management principle very nicely. Teams ko kaise manage kare? Fictional approach is like, you can do this. I believe in you. I am with you. Don't think that you are alone. I am with you. And some people say like this, you know, when I was in my career at this point, I used to work hard a lot. I used to put my day and night. If you also need career growth, you also need to do it. How many of you have actually done this amongst your team members? How many of you? Many of us. Many of us. कुछ लोग बोल नहीं रहे लेकिन someone of you have used this power of fear to tell them indirectly that they will lose their job if they are not on time in the office. Yes or no? Is all of us has done this? Yes or no? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, आजकल तो बच्चे भी समय पर घर पर नहीं आते हैं. ये तो टीम है. You know? What works is non-fictional approach. We need to understand that this fictional approach doesn't work. In order for them to be able to do the work on time and with efficiency, non-fictional approach is the solution. I'll tell you an example of non-fictional approach. How many of you would love an example of non-fictional approach for your team and for yourself as a leader? How many of you? Okay. Many of you are showing your excitement, but many of you are, like, oh, ठीक है, प्रभु जी बता दीजिए क्या है, सुन लेते हैं. How many of you are excited? Okay, Hari Bol. Yes. So, it's a real case study I'm going to share with all of you. There was a production head in a pharmaceutical company who was 35 years of age. And on the other hand, there was one quality control head who was 62 years of
Please hang on, guys. The electricity has gone at Madhav Prabhu's end. He'll be back in just, I think, 1 minute. So, yeah.
Okay. So a short
Recording
power
in
cut,
progress.
a short power cut, and it has disturbed everything. Okay.
Okay. So, uh,
Am I audible to all of you? So we have just started that example, a case study. So there was a pharmaceutical company, and in that pharmaceutical company, there was a production head who was 35 years of age. And on the other hand, there was a QC head, quality control head, who was 62 years of age. You know, both are on a senior level of management. And every single day, that 35-year-old man used to abuse the 62-year-old man. He was senior citizen though. Whatever used to happen in the company, they both used to fight like crazy. First, the production head used to start abusing him, and the QC head used to fight back. And this used to happen on a daily basis, where the production head literally used to abuse him in front of everyone. And they both used to fight on the work issues. Now, the business owner was too terrified by this situation. And he came in my mentorship for some help and guidance. And I told him a shloka from Bhagavad Gita. 15 minutes conversation, I told him a shloka from Bhagavad Gita. Chapter number 2 is shloka number 41. व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धि एकेह कुरु नंदना बहुशाखा हि अनंताश्च बुद्धयो व्यवसायिना. This shloka talks about the clarity of purpose, clarity of vision, clarity of thoughts for the bhakti yogi, for the yogis who practice bhakti yoga. This is equally relevant for the people who are practicing in their material life. Now we have, whatever we have told him, he got a message, clarity in the team. He used his mind and prepared a questionnaire with 4 questions in it. And he called all the heads of department in the conference room. Everyone was sitting there. And the business owner provided all of them with the questionnaire sheet and told them to fill it up then and there. Now, there were 4 questions in it. Question number 1, what are your goals in life? Question number 2, what is the income goal that you desire by the next year? Question number 3, why do you desire this income and what will you do if you get this income? And question number 4, how will you feel at that time? Now, everybody has to write the answers and read it one by one in that room. And the best thing of this exercise was people should not read their own answers, but they pass on their sheet to the person sitting next to them. So the other person, the person sitting next to them, is going to stand up and read the answers for all. Now the QC head passes the sheet to the production head as he was sitting right next to him. Now he has started reading and he reads. Question number 1. What are your goals in life? Now the QC head has written, the 62-year-old QC head has written, I want to live a freedom lifestyle. Question number 2. What is the income goal that you desire by the next year? Answer, 2 lakh rupees. Right now his income is 1 lakh and now by the next year he wants 2 lakh rupees. Question number 3. Why do you desire this income and what will you do if you get this income? Answer. Now what he read was, I have 2 kids. Both are well settled in US. They don't live with us anymore. Both of them are married. Both of them are rich and well settled. And now they don't want us to live with them anymore. They are selling our homes, which I made with true love and affection, where they grew as well. They'll be coming here in the next 6 months and sell this home. Till then, I want to make a second inning home for me and my wife, where we can live the second innings of our life. And one of my mission is to help more people who are dealing with this. The kids who doesn't respect their parents and do like this, I wanna make a second inning home for them as well, where all of us old people can live happy. After hearing all this, everybody in the room was silenced. There was a pin drop silence in the room. And from that time onwards, all of them had tears in their eyes. And from that time onwards, the production head, who was also listening to his life, never ever spoke to him with that same tone and always treated him with respect. Ladies and gentlemen, this is non-fictional approach, which will help you to take your team culture on the next level, which will take the bonding in the team to the next level of heights. If there is politics, there is arguing, there is fighting problem, disputes in the team, it can be solved. And everybody would be in the harmony of your business or your mission or your department. This is called as non-fictional approach. Non-fictional approach is about understanding people's emotion, caring for them. Can I tell you a definition of leadership according to Lord Sri Krishna? Lord Sri Krishna says, leadership is not being responsible for getting the task done. Leadership is being responsible for the person who is responsible to get the task done. How many of you got a bulb on? How many of you got a bulb on? Non-fictional approach is very important in order to understand people's emotion, embracing them, appreciating them, helping them improve their mistakes, get their ideas, even when it's not nice. And that's how you will take the people ahead, and people will take your company ahead, and there will be a good culture in the team. How many of you agree with this? Say yes. How many of you are agree with this? Say yes. Okay. Now, how many of you think that your mindset as a leader is very, very important in order to lead your team? How many of you think? Everyone? Yes. Now, is it only in the case of leading a team, or is it applicable to have great mindset in all the areas of life? In all the areas, yes. Now, किस किस को यहाँ एसिडिटी की थोड़ी बहुत प्रॉब्लम रहती है? It's a bit personal question, but it's a part of this session. Acidity, थोड़ा बहुत acidity. Now, you know one thing what causes acidity? Poor food, fried food, junk food, isn't it? No, wrong. Fried food is just a blame that you are giving to it. From a long years, you have been complaining, blaming, and shouting inside your head, which causes your body to produce more acids. Try doing meditation for about 1 month, just 15-20 minutes every day, and your acidity problem will be 80% solved. And that's a guarantee. Now, many of the people have very poor mindset. They say, oh, I am not good, my office is not good, my office is doing politics, and my boss is pathetic, and I'm a pathetic. These kind of mindset create health problems in the body. Plus, this kind of mindset create more negative emotions in our life. How many of you know what I'm talking about, by the way? You all relate? You all are relating to this? Yes. So in order to be successful in all the 7 areas of life, you need to be physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually rich. Yes. Here, rich, as I told you, doesn't belong with the money, but belong with the psychology. So right now, I want you to take a moment and write down 5 leaders you admire the most in your life, or 5 people you admire the most in your life, like you feel they are amazing. Write down in your notebooks 5 people you admire the most in your life. For some, it may be Ratan Tata. For some, it may be Modi ji. For some, it may be Yogi ji. For some, it may be Lord Sri Krishna, Arjuna. Take 1 minute and write down 5 people you admire the most in your life. Okay, everyone. I hope you have written down the 5 people you admire the most. Now, I want you to write down what qualities you admire in them. Don't go on Google, just from your own understanding. What qualities or traits you like about them? You admire them. Say, for example, in Ratan Tata, maybe you like kindness, the way of speaking, the way of communication. All right. Then maybe in Lord Sri Krishna, you like the way of wisdom, the beauty, the renunciation. So write down in each leader what are the qualities or traits you like about them. I'm giving you 3 minutes to do it. All right. Okay. Take 10 seconds more. How many of you are done writing the qualities and the traits? Yeah. Awesome. Now, here is what I'm going to do is, I'm going to give you a bulb on moment. All the qualities and traits that you have mentioned about them, it is present inside you as well. Let us understand this. Do these people only have these qualities what you have mentioned? No, right? There are many more qualities that these people possess, right? Which means you are able to see the qualities in them which is already present inside you as well. For example, an apple tree cannot grow mangoes. It will grow only apples because it has the seed of growing apples. Yes or yes? Similarly, the seed of all these qualities is present inside you as well. You just need to practice it more and you will get it. How many of you got a bulb on moment? Yes, bulb on? Thank you. Thank you so much. So, the next step we are going to do is open a new sheet of paper, everyone. Open a new sheet of paper in your notebook. Write down your name at the top, bold, italics, underline, font size 42. Bold, italics, underline, font size 42. Yes. And write down all the qualities and traits that you have mentioned about them below your name now. Say, for example, if you have written that you like the quality of kindness in Ratan Tata, then I want you to write down below your name, I am kind. So write down all the qualities and mentioning I am in the front. For example, I am kind, I am a good speaker, I am a good communicator. Remember, whatever you like in them is already present inside you as well. So write down I am, and I'm giving you 2 minutes to make it happen. Okay, everyone. All right. How does that feel, ladies and gentlemen? कैसा लग रहा है आप सभी को? Come on, tell me. How's your energy on the scale of 0 to 10? Yes. Are you feeling more confident? Are you feeling like a true legend? Yes. Okay, okay. Out of 10, 20 out of 10. Mrs. Purnima is writing 20 out of 10. Wow. How many of you understood that mindset is very important in order to be a true legend? Yes? You all have understood that? Thank you so much. So there are a lot of things that comes under the mindset, but 3 hours is a very less time which I can walk you through everything. We cover a lot in our mentorship program. We you know, where people, they work on their mindset and all the other areas of leadership. All right, great. So now the second step after the mindset is known as skills. SKILLS, skills. Everyone please take a note. Skills. Now for Arjuna to fight a battle, a mindset of a warrior is required for sure. But how many of you would agree that skills has to be accommodated with the mindset together? Yes. Only mindset is required, or skills are also required? Do you agree that? Now let's say Arjuna has this mindset of a warrior to fight, but is it all there is? Only mindset is important to fight? Yes. Or there is something else? This is what is called as, there are what are called as skills. Yeah. So Lord Shri Krishna taught Arjuna first to come out of fear, and second to come out of the confusion, and third to come out of his indecisive situation, have a clear direction, focus towards the war. I always say people don't lack determination, people lack direction. I repeat, people don't lack determination, people lack direction. For lifetime they use skills, they use skills at the wrong place, and then they get to know, oh, this was not beneficial at all. After the strong mindset, Arjuna also needs the skills to fight a battle, skills to shoot the arrow, skills to know where to attack, skills to know how to attack, skills to be able to defend yourself as well. Yes or yes? Now, how many of you think the skills are important, right? How many of you think the skills are important? So in the leadership journey, as you want to be a true legendary leader, there is a mindset for sure, but there are skills as well. But as I said, you must use these skills in the right direction. Right direction is to find your vision and work towards that. Now, there are 10 skills you must develop in order to become a true legend. 10 skills are there in your chat box. First of all, the skill of running a business, or a skill of running your own thought. Yeah. Whatever thought you have, उसको run करने का skill होना चाहिए हमारे अंदर. Yes. Not just a business. It's all about your thoughts, your startup, your startup को आज केवल लोग business से ही जोड़ लेते हैं. No. Startup means your thought. How you are going to implement your thought into your action. Yeah. Skill of running a vision. Yes. Skill of team building. Skill of team management. Skill of patience. Number 5, skill of empathy towards people, towards your customer, towards your colleague, towards your team members, yeah, towards your family and everyone. Number 6, skill of better communication. 7, skill of decision making. 8, skill of letting go of your past. 9, skill of focusing towards your goal. And number 10, skill of happiness. And by the way, in my mentorship, I walk everyone about all these skills and how can you develop these skills in your life so that you lead, inspire in the best way possible. And you lead all the 7 areas in the best way possible. By the way, इतना आपने सुना mentorship के बारे में. How many of you are excited to be a part of mentorship? How many of you are feeling excited? Yeah, you know, there was a person who was a part of my mentorship program in month of January, and her name is Neha Tiwari. Well, I'm not going to say anything. Just hear about the life transformation journey of Mrs. Neha Tiwari. Yes, team, can we have it?
हरे कृष्णा, सभी को मेरा सादा प्रणाम. आई एम नेहा तिवारी फ्रॉम सिटी ऑफ लेक्स, भोपाल, मध्य प्रदेश. आई वुड लाइक टू शेयर माई ब्यूटिफुल जर्नी so far with Monk School India. Actually, what grabbed my attention were the thoughts of Nikhilji and Prabhuji, who said that they want to make India again a Vedic capital, and cherry on the cake was that they want to achieve it through spirituality. So I immediately found that connection and joined the MBA session. In first session of MBA, I remember Prabhuji asked that what you are here for, and people were saying we are here for to learn this and that, and Prabhuji said that no, you are here to first unlearn things, and that word unlearn is actually blowed my mind, that as we are already occupied with so many things, so first unlearn. Then I joined TDP session, which is Trainers Development Program. 4 days session, it changed my entire life. Actually, it transformed my life, and the energy credit goes to Nikhilji. While sitting online, we got that energy. The kind of support you provided, Nikhilji, the kind of aura you have is beyond anything. And both the Prabhuji's spirituality knowledge, it added on very well. And if I say it in Hindi, आप सही जोड़िए जिसे असली हीरो की परख होती है, और आप सब ने हमें तराशा है. I thank for that, and I found it as a privilege, as I am a part of this community where everyone showers only love, power. I thank each one of you from bottom of my heart. Stay blessed. Take care. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. Thank you.
You all have seen what Neha, what did she say, right? See, my dear friends, there are a lot of problems in this world. बहुत सारी समस्याएं हैं. But I want to tell you that how a story here. मैं आप सभी को एक story बताना चाहता हूँ. How many of you know that we all are going to die someday? We all, yes? So imagine that the day has come and your soul comes out of the body and it thinks, oh wow, now I'm at peace. I've gotten rid of every problem of my life, every pain on this earth, and now I'm going to the planet of God. Yes. And as you reach the planet of God, you are very delightful that all your problems are ended, or your pain, suffering, challenges are ended. And now you finally meet the God. And God sees exactly into your eyes. And he says, how was the heaven? How was the heaven? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you got it, but if you got it, type Balwan in the chat box. If you got it, type Balwan in the chat box. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, life is very, 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 very short. But it is the most beautiful thing of the God's creation. But all these years, we have thought that life is challenging, life is difficult, life is not good, life is hell. Perhaps you need learning how to live it in the most loving ways, so that it feels like a blessing to you, right? You know, there is a saying which is, the people who want most love ask it in the most unloving ways. Yeah. The people who want most love ask it in the most unloving ways. Ladies and gentlemen, we all need love, acceptance, care. We need people to talk to us with respect, dignity, and not to play with our pride. We need a soft-spoken person in our lives. We all need one person in our lives who listens to us, understands us, majorly supports us, rather than giving unnecessary advice. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Mentorship is such a kind of program which allows you to open up in front of people who will never judge you, who would be always with you, whether the hard time or the best times, who would understand you, guide you in the most loving ways. Well, if you are thinking, is it possible after being in mentorship, everything is guaranteed? No. Someone who is in mentorship doesn't mean he is going to live the best quality of life. No. All depends on the actions that you take. See, when people took action after the mentorship, these were the results they got. This is what Ritu Agarwal has to say. We learned that myself, me is very important. The breakthrough was that in such a small way, we were made to make our mindset so clear in a graph pattern. Self-analysis was best part. We learned what, why, and how. All these answers are there within us. Be positive and firstly, be oneself. See, this is what Vikram Reddy has to say about mentorship. Yes, next, Vikram Reddy. Very good morning. This is Vikram Reddy. Really, I understood law of attraction on yesterday's class with practical learning. I really admired you, and the session was really my personal gratitude to you, and I recovered what I paid in yesterday's session. Good luck. Keep inspiring many. My heartfelt appreciations to it. This is how powerful the mentorship is. I'm shocked to see the results people are getting there in every area of life. The goal people had 20 years ago, 20 साल से जिस गोल को लेकर के बैठे हैं नहीं पूरा कर पा रहे हैं. A lot of people personally said to me that now it is getting fulfilled. People say, I don't have clarity to achieve my goals, but now in only 6 months of training and mentorship, I'm able to achieve it. How many of you also want to achieve all your goals in every area of your life? How many of you? Yes, everyone. So we have covered till now 2 things. One, mindset, and the second is skills. Now let's go to the third point, which is called as temperament. Temperament. Temperament, yes, Mr. Abhijit is telling I want to attend mentorship program in physical. Yes. we'll tell you all. अभी session बाकी है. अभी session बाकी है दोस्तों. अभी कहीं नहीं जाना है, my dear friends. अभी तो third very important point is coming up directly from Bhagavad Gita. Chapter number. Lord Shri Krishna spoke extensively about this temperament in Bhagavad Gita. Chapter number 14, chapter 17, chapter 18. In 3 chapters, extensively around, I must say around 35 to 40 shlokas dedicated to this temperament. Yes. So let's hear about this temperament. So temperament majorly stands for an emotional life of a person, because emotions define your personality. As we have talked in the very beginning, emotions and meaning, how to control those emotions, how to have a best or better or perfect meaning of life. We are going to talk about this in this section. Yeah. A lot of time, if you see a person who is getting angrier, most of the times, what do you identify him as? Oh, he's angry. Yes, Mr. Vivek, we are talking about that only. Temperament ko hum detail mein padh rahe hain. Suppose a person gets irritated so often. What do you call him? Oh, बहुत जल्दी irritate हो जाता है, Suppose if a person is very calm. Now, how many of you know a person in your life जिसको कभी गुस्सा नहीं आता है, right? So what do you call that man? Oh, he is very silent. He is very calm, right? Now this anger, calm, peace, irritation, these are all emotions. Yes. Emotions. What makes people help someone? Emotion. So we all know that emotions are very important in our life. Then still, why people are not able to manage their emotions? Question arises. Why every day we wake up with a different mood? Have you ever asked this question to yourself? Why do I wake up with a different mood every day? As a leader, you need to have your temperament in control, which means your emotions in control. And to explain this, I'll use the analogy of Bhagavad Gita, which says temperament comes under 3 modes of material nature. Prakriti ke 3 gun. Prakriti ke 3 gun. What are these 3 modes of material nature? Mode of ignorance, mode of impulsiveness, and mode of goodness. Now, the emotion of a person who is in mode of ignorance is majorly stands for an emotion of guilt, shame, and depression. Mode of ignorance, it's called as tamoguna. Tamoguna, yes. Mode of ignorance is where people feel guilt that I should not have done that, I should not have said that, I should not have went there. मुझे ये करना चाहिए था, ये नहीं करना चाहिए था, मैं ऐसा ही हूँ, मैं ऐसा क्यों हूँ, मैं ऐसा क्यों हूँ, मैं ऐसा ही क्यों, It's like mode of ignorance, yes. And I'll tell you, 80% of the people remain in the mode of goodness, or remain in the mode of ignorance, in the emotion of guilt and shame and whatever you say. 80% लोग इसी mode of ignorance में रहते हैं, तमोगुण में. Now the next mode is called a mode of impulsiveness. In a mode of impulsiveness, people most often feel dejected, rejected, angry, frustrated, egoistic, arrogant attitude. How many of you have seen these kind of people? प्रभु जी डेली ऐसे ही लोगों से पाला पड़ता है प्रभु जी, दिन भर, whole day we counteract with these kind of people only. Yeah, am I right? Now this is called a mode of impulsiveness. Rajoguna. Kamesha krodhesha rajoguna samudbhavaha mahashano mahapapma vidyenam ihavairinam. In chapter number 4, Krishna is talking about this. Oh, sorry. In chapter number 3, Krishna is talking about this. Karma Yoga section. Kamesha krodhesha. Lust and anger is the symptoms of this mode of impulsiveness. Yeah. And the third mode is called as mode of goodness. Sattva guna. Shuddham sattvam jnanam. In this mode of goodness, a person is feeling gratitude for his life. Gratitude for his job he is into. He practices forgiveness to the people who have hurt him in the past. He practices love and kindness to all living entities, to everyone. He doesn't have jealousy, but he contributes. He doesn't get offended easily, but he serves. Now some people are like, oh Prabhu ji, these kind of people doesn't exist in this world. हमें तो कभी प्रभु जी ऐसे लोग नहीं मिले इस दुनिया संसार में. Or maybe you are telling Prabhu ji, I can never become this kind of personality, even if I want to. Well, if you don't want to become this personality, it's okay. But in a serious note, what has it costed you in the past to be in mode of ignorance and impulsiveness? It had costed you bad health. It has costed you people leaving you in the middle. It has costed you bad relationship. It has costed you people cheating with you. But let me tell you this. When you live in the mode of goodness, sattva guna, when you live in mode of goodness, even if the people cheat you, you bless them. You bless them. Thinking, the person who have cheated me needed more love, more recognition, and more acceptance. Yes? Maybe he is maybe he's going through something in his life. May God bless him and lessen down his pain. The people who needs more love ask it in the most unloving ways. So, my dear friends, Lord Shri Krishna talked about it extensively in Bhagavad Gita. Mode of goodness में खाना कैसा होता है, eating in mode of goodness, talking in mode of goodness, walking in mode of goodness. So a legendary leader most of the times lives in this state of goodness, lives in this state of mind where mind is his friend, not the enemy, where mind is listening to him, not fighting to him. And that's how I personally help leaders to live in the state of goodness, by making them overcome their past, helping them to create a future, and striving to live that future. There was a person who attended my offline retreat program. Her name is Sri Devi. Just see what Sri Devi has to say about, like you were talking about, attend physical program. So she has attended my physical retreat program. Let's hear from her. Just see what Sri Devi has to say about mentorship. Yes. Tim, can we have it? Team, can we have it of what Sri Devi has to say about the mentorship program. Okay, as the team is playing. I have seen 100% shift in people's life. 100% shift in people's life. Yes. By just attending our mentorship program. We do it offline and online as well. Yes, team, can we have it? Are you ready? Yeah.
When I come to know, after 6 months, I come to know this reset program. Wow. That reset is not just resetting, it is real reincarnation. It's not just put in just words. I can say it real rebirth, reincarnation, the same soul with the blissful, the purpose of this life. Yes, of course, like everyone, I have mind blocks. What to do, why I am, though I am achieving so much, why I couldn't be self-satisfied, why I am judging myself with so many people's opinions. Oh my God, every day it killed me, literally it killed me. But after this 4 days of program, the first day itself, it was more like how you have to deal with your past. That past is more beautiful for everyone. Unlike everyone, I do have the more bittered, very much bittered past. But this thing and all, even that bitterful past can be handled with a greatness. Real magician, the Nicholas. So this course led us to the next level.
So, I've seen 100% shift in people's life by attending our mentorship program. Yes. How many of you also looking for such kind of transformation in your life? Yes. How many of you want to master your 7 areas of life? But you can't do it alone, because there is so much internal battle going on that we are part of on a daily basis. Isn't that true? How many of you feel that if this internal battle was not there, you will transform? You'll be able to transform? Yes? That's why we need mentors and guide gurus who can help us transform and become patient, loving, visionary, and kind. For always being in mode of goodness, how many of you would like to meditate with us every day? आज आपने meditation किया, कैसा लगा? How many of you want to meditate with us every day? Yes. So we have Monk School membership, where you will get 100 to 150 meditations through which you can remain in mode of goodness always. Yes. How many of you would like that? Thank you. I would urge you to be the part of Monk School membership in order to become successful in all the areas of life. Now, we have learned 7 areas of human life. Now we are revising the notes. 7 areas of human life. And then we learn to master all the areas of life and be successful in our work life. We need to come to the top of the pyramid where it says legendary leader. Yes, or true legend. And who is a legendary leader? A person who is very passionate, purposeful, a person who is running a business, who is experiencing miracles in life, who has good amount of team, who is spiritual as well. And how to become legendary leader? 3 things we have discussed: mindset, skills, and temperament. Now, how many of you see that whatever being taught today, if it's not implemented properly in life, you will again get stuck and won't be able to grow? How many of you think about this? Yes. And how many of you feel that if you implement this learning in your life, you will have great results. Yes. Now the problem is some people implement this system that I taught today, will see challenges and setbacks in their journey, and then they will leave it. Well, this is all what we do. We do something, if it doesn't work, we leave it. Yes. But leadership is not 100 meters race, my dear friends. Leadership is not 100 meters race. It's a marathon. Life is constant and never ending improving marathon. And to improve yourself in every area of life, I want to call Nikhil on the stage to explain you about pro membership. And there is a gift for you by the end, which Nikhil is going to give you. So let me ask you, how many of you are with me in this marathon? How many of you are there with me in this marathon? Okay. Let's see how many of you have raised your hands. So let's welcome Nikhil on the stage, and he will explain you about how you can become the part of the Monk School India. Yes, Nikhil on the stage.
Hare Krishna, Namaste Prabhuji. It was a beautiful, beautiful training. As of now, जब तक हम हैं यहाँ पे, मैं भी अपने notes ले रहा था. I always take notes in your workshops. So, all right. How many of you learned a lot as of now? कितने कितने लोगों ने बहुत कुछ सीखा आज की ट्रेनिंग में अभी तक? प्रभु जी हमारे साथ ही हैं. Arunaksh Madhav Prabhu is with us itself. So first of all, let's give a huge round of applause for Arunaksh Madhav Prabhu for training us, for mentoring us of what is management, what is true leadership, how to
Yes.
follow that guidance on true leadership.
Many of the people are asking how much is membership cost. See, we are not salesperson, by the way. We both are not salesmen, and we will just tell you, okay, this is the process, and everything is very, very authentic. If you want to be the part, you are most welcome, and if you don't want to be the part, then you are also most welcome. Yes. So we'll tell you the process, and if you'll go to the process, yeah, you will definitely unleash yourself as a true legend. Yes. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for guiding us till now. Okay, how many of you feel that if by chance you would have missed today's training, if you would have missed today's training, you would have lost something tremendously meaningful? Type yes in the chat box if you feel it. You learn about 7 areas. You learn about, okay, these are the 7 areas. You got clarity on these areas, how to achieve your goals. So by chance, if you would have missed today's training, you would have lost something tremendously meaningful. Maybe only in terms of knowledge itself. That's great. Yes. Super awesome. Thank you so much for saying that. And how many of you got a lot of knowledge today? How many of you got a lot of knowledge, a lot of information? And some of you might be overwhelmed. यार कितनी सारी information है, मुझे बहुत कुछ declutter करना है, मुझे बहुत कुछ achieve करना है, right? How many of you feel you got a lot of knowledge today in the workshop? Pankaj ji, Manasa ji, Ankur ji, Shri Kumar ji, Ramchandra, Edmin ji, Ganesh ji, Durgachari ji, Manas ji, Purnima ji. All right. But there is one problem. एक problem है. वो बहुत बड़ी problem है. प्रॉब्लम ये है कि इवन आफ्टर लर्निंग सो मेनी थिंग्स, इवन आफ्टर नोइंग व्हाट वी शुड डू, वी डोंट इंप्लीमेंट थिंग्स इन आवर लाइफ. हेलो. Even after learning, even after getting informed, even after getting a lot of knowledge, there are some things in our life which we don't implement. And once we don't take action, once we don't implement, we see day-to-day challenges in our life. वो जो 2 stories मैंने बताई थी, those stories I have imbibed in my mind, in my life. Purpose is something I don't read or I don't learn. I implement it, and that's where I have seen the results. How many of you would agree that if you do not implement it, life is going to be the same? Learning, information, knowledge. Life is going to be the same if you don't act on that knowledge, even 1%. Which means you'll not be able to make your parents proud. You'll not be able to get that success that you really desire, really want. You'll not be able to get that thing for your kid which he or she really wanted, because just you are securing your money every single moment. You'll not be able to have fun. You'll not be able to have adventures, and just will be only executing your responsibilities, only that. That is where Arvindaksh Prabhu told that this is only a career. Mission is something different. Let's flip the coin. Let's see the other part of the coin as well. Listen to this very carefully. Type it in the chat box. If you implement all of the knowledge today, and the knowledge you already have, and whatever you learned today, if you implement all of this, type it in the chat box, how would your life be? Type it in the chat box, how would your life be? If you implement all of this, जो knowledge आपके पास already है, जो चीजें आपको already पता है, and the knowledge that you learned today, if you implement this in your life, how would your life be? Completely turn around, satisfied, great, amazing, peaceful. And if you master all these 7 areas of life, become best in all these areas, मतलब health में भी अच्छे, relationship में भी अच्छे, emotion में भी अच्छे, क्या ये हो सकता है? 100%. How would your life be? Full happiness, stress-free, blissful, great, better, blessed. We will do the purpose. So let's cheers to the life that you're writing. Better, blessed, great. And as you're writing this, I want to tell you that why we are not able to implement these things in our life. That reason is because we don't have mentors in our life. We don't have coaches. We don't have mentors in our life. And every successful person in life has had mentors. Every successful person in life has had mentors. Who is the mentor of Mukesh Ambani and his family? It's Ramesh Bhai Oza. Who is the mentor of Ratan Tata? In this video, Ratan Tata says he has 3 mentors. The biggest mentor he has is Jihadi Tata. Who is the mentor of Gautam Adani? It's Dhirubhai Ambani. The point is, people don't become rich by experience. People don't also become rich by motivation. People also don't become rich by self-transformation. People become rich with the help of right mentorship. And that is the reason Monk School brings you a right kind of mentorships, the right kind of mentorship in your life, where you can set and achieve all your goals in every area of your life differently and in a very great way. If you're excited, type me in the chat box. If you're excited, type me in the chat box. So in the next 5-10 minutes, I'm going to walk you through what is pro membership. That's why Monk School brought you the pro membership, where you get learning from different monks, different mentors, and it's a very clear cluster way. So in the next 5-10 minutes, I'm going to play a recording of a video where I'm exactly explaining who are the mentors, who are the coaches you are going to learn from in the pro membership, कितने monks हैं जिनसे आप सीखने वाले हो चीजें, क्या क्या courses हैं, कैसे आप सीखोगे, and how these courses are going to add massive value in your life. By the way, there is a gift for you by the end. But let me just tell you, this is going to be the last Art of Management where you can get the opportunity to sign up for the pro membership. All right. So no sales pitch, no something like that, no time or nothing like that. Just explaining what's there in pro membership in a very clear cluster format. Take a lot of notes. उसमें देखो क्या क्या है, कितने कितने कोचेस से आप सीखोगे. At one point, ये थोड़ा old video है. At one point, I'm explaining that Ranveer Alabadi is also going to be a mentor in the pro membership who's going to coach you over the journey. But due to the whole controversy that happened, Ranveer Alabadi is not a part of our platform anymore. So the person who replaced Ranveer Alabadia and the person who is a part of our pro membership now is none other than the shark of the Shark Tank. He is the Aman Gupta. Okay. So he's also one of the person who will be coaching you. Excited? Let's go. And, I'm going to show you the recording of the video where I'm explaining everything about pro membership, and you can get a lot. Please take a notes, और उसको बहुत ध्यान से देखना video. All right. Type BIO in the chat box. BIO stands for bring it on. Type BIO in the chat box. BIO stands for bring it on. And I'm going to play that. I'm going to show you 10 से 15 मिनट में you'll get all information. What is pro membership? कैसे part बनना है? क्या donation amount है? And so whatever you're going to pay today, it's a donation amount. And with the return of that, you're also going to get the ATG tax benefit certificate. All right. ध्यान से सुनना what all there in the pro membership. Let's go and hear it all. Thank you so much. I'll see you, all of you. Monk School membership is really about how can you master all your areas of life, every area of your life. How can you unleash your true leader and heal the broken parts of you by the sacred wisdom from the monks? The vision of Monk School was very clear to you. The vision of Monk School is simple: to bring the best monks from all over the world so that we can teach you and guide you the Vedic wisdom philosophy so that you can live a very successful life in all domains of life. So it has 7 areas of life, 40 plus workshops, 1 year access. Okay. Now, who is this for? If you're struggling in balancing your personal life and professional life, this is 100% for you. If you're struggling with having no time for yourself and your family, this is for you. If you're struggling to grow your finances to the next level, but there is some obstacle that comes all the way, ekdam se, and you're not able to grow to that place. If you're struggling with actually setting up the goals, but only these are the goals and you're not able to receive, you're not able to achieve these goals in any area of life, this is for you. If you're going through arthritis, if you're going through any disease, if you're going through back pain, migraine, cancer, diabetes, this Monk School membership is for you. If you feel low confidence, if you feel that your life is miserable, if you feel suicidal, if you feel to cry out, if you don't have if you don't have enough friends, this is for you. If you want to grow in your career, if you want to grow in your work, if you want to be very successful at your work and your spiritual life, this is for you. Now, as I told you that there are a lot of monks who you are going to learn from. Can I show you how many monks are there, how many coaches are there so that you can learn from them? So these are the trainers that you're going to meet. The number one is Arvind Akshmadha Prabhu. He's a leadership coach and he's a monk from last 12 years in the Hindu ashram, which is ISKCON. And he's one of the coaches. You already listened to him. Then there is Asanga. He's a Buddhist monk from last 22 years. There is Avril Quadras. She's a Buddhist nun and now she's a mindfulness coach on our platform. There is His Holiness Sri Krishna Chaitanya Swami Maharaj. He's a sannyasi, spiritual teacher and a mentor. And he has been a sannyasi and a monk from last 42 years in ISKCON. He has been able to serve 1 lakh plus people's life. And when it comes to spirituality and all the guidance regarding it, he's going to teach you a lot about it. Then there is me, of course, Nikhil Bahl in front of you. Then there is Ranveer Alabadi. You can see he's a podcaster. He's a celebrity. All of you know him. There is Swastik Nandakumar. He's a business coach, peak performance coach. There is Dr. Parul Khot. There is Anand Chaitanya Prabhu. He's a spiritual coach. Now, on our platform, there is His Holiness Dalai Lama. He's a Buddhist monk. Everybody knows him. He's a Buddhist monk, public figure, and he's a great teacher. He represents Buddhism and so many beautiful insights he's going to give you. Then there is Arvind Padmaraju. Yeah. Now, what are you going to learn him from all of these people? What exactly in front of you is going to come that you can learn from all these people? So now, मैं आपको 7 एरिया ऑफ लाइफ के थ्रू लेके जाऊंगा 7 एरियाज कि इन 7 एरिया में क्या क्या कोर्सेज हैं, कैसे आप पढ़ सकते हो और कैसे बेस्ट वैल्यू ले सकते हो, राइट? सो पहला एरिया हम कवर करते हैं विच इज फिजिकल हेल्थ. हाउ कैन यू मास्टर योर फिजिकल हेल्थ एंड गेट रिड ऑफ ऑल योर डिजीजेस? सो द फर्स्ट कोर्स जो आपको फिजिकल हेल्थ में मिलने वाला है इज नोन एज 10x हेल्थ एंड फिटनेस. बहुत लोग बोलते हैं निखिल मैं क्या वर्कआउट करूं, वर्कआउट मेरी हेल्थ आज तक ठीक नहीं है, वर्कआउट करके भी हेल्थ ठीक नहीं है, क्या योगा करूं, कैसे वर्कआउट करूं, कैसे मेडिटेशन करूं, मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है वर्कआउट करने का, इस वर्कआउट पे क्या म्यूजिक चलाऊं, कैसे करूं, कैसे एनर्जी को बरकरार रखूं, कैसे अपनी हेल्थ को फिट रखूं? 10x health and fitness going to walk you through how can you have 10x health and fitness that you had in the past. Yes. Then a course come diet mastery. That बहुत लोगों को ना ये पता है कि हेल्दी खाना चाहिए, हाइजीनिक खाना चाहिए, बट ये नहीं पता कि क्या होता है हाइजीनिक खाना, कैसे खाना चाहिए. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Type me in the chat box. If you know what I'm talking about, type me in the chat box. A lot of people want to eat healthy, but they don't know what healthy food is, how to make that, how to prepare it. So diet mastery is actually going to give you a diet chart and a proper explanation कितनी कैलोरीज लेनी है, कितने कार्ब्स लेने हैं, कैसे खाना बनाना है, कितनी लाइक कितने उसमें वो रखने हैं। सो फर्स्ट मील क्या होना चाहिए, ब्रेकफास्ट लंच डिनर में क्या होना चाहिए, सो दैट इट्स प्रॉपरली न्यूट्रिशियस, बिकॉज डाइट इज द बिगेस्ट रोल प्ले इफ यू वांट टू लिव अ हेल्दी लाइफ, राइट? लंच के बाद कितनों को नींद आती है यहाँ पे? The reason is you are taking carbs in more format. So how can you prepare a diet where you are highly productive in breakfast, afternoon and evening time? Yeah. Then you learn a course called balanced diet. कि भाई बैलेंस डाइट क्या होती है, कितना खाना है, कितना बाहर का नहीं खाना, कितना जंक खाना है, कितना जंक नहीं खाना, कैसे न्यूट्रिशियस फूड को बनाना है, कैसे प्रिपेयर करना है, कितने स्प्राउट्स, क्या सब, दैट इज बैलेंस डाइट. Then you get a course called sleep mastery. In physical health section, you get a course called sleep mastery. बहुत लोग टेंशन के साथ सोते हैं, टेंशन के साथ उठते हैं, बहुत लोगों को नींद नहीं आती. लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर गोइंग थ्रू इंसोम्निया. और ये इंसोम्निया पता है कौन सी एज में आता है? 30 के ऊपर. इफ यू नो व्हाट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट, टाइप मी इन द चैट बॉक्स. स्लीप का सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम आता है व्हेन यू हैव अ टेंशन ऑफ अर्निंग मोर मनी. कल मेरा दिन कैसा जाएगा? लॉट ऑफ दीज थिंग्स. सो हाउ कैन यू स्लीप विद पीस and wake up with peace? This is sleep mastery, क्योंकि sleep plays a lot big role in your life. Sleep अगर आपकी पूरी नहीं है, आपके ब्रेन वेव्स ढंग से फंक्शन नहीं करेंगे, और आपके ब्रेन वेव्स ढंग से फंक्शन नहीं करेंगे, nothing is going to work out. Sleep mastery is very 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 important. Then you get a course called skin care. कैसे अपनी स्किन को ब्राइटन रखें, बढ़िया रखें, ग्लोई रखें. Then you get a course called cure any disease. अगर आपको अर्थराइटिस है, माइग्रेन है, बैक पेन है, डायबिटीज है, कैंसर है, how to reverse these without the medicines, how to reverse these problems without the medicines. Because और cure any disease में बहुत सारे, इस कोर्स के अंदर बहुत सारे मॉड्यूल्स हैं, कम से कम 13 से 14 मॉड्यूल्स हैं. We shot these modules with the top doctors of India. We have shot these modules with the top monks of how they stay fit. What are given in our Vedas to stay fit? How to cure any disease? Yeah. So any problem you have, migraine, back pain, stomach problem, how can you cure it? Then you have cells longevity, कि भाई सेल्स की एजिंग को कैसे बढ़ाया जाए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हमारे सेल्स में ना बहुत सारे टॉक्सिन्स होते हैं, राइट? और ये जो 2-3 लीटर पानी बोला हुआ है ना कि 3 लीटर पानी पीना चाहिए, वो एक्चुअली सेल्स की हेल्थ के लिए. आप जितना ज्यादा पानी पियोगे, आपके सेल्स उतने ज्यादा हेल्दी होंगे, राइट? सो वो किडनीज विडनीज के लिए नहीं है, दैट इज एक्चुअली फॉर द सेल्स. क्योंकि सेल्स में हम जो खाते हैं जंक फूड, वो सेल्स में जमा हो जाता है, और जब वो सेल्स में टॉक्सिन जमा हो जाते हैं, आपके नर्वस सिस्टम में इम्यूनिटी बनना खत्म हो जाती है, राइट? सो सेल्स लॉन्जिविटी में यू विल बी लर्निंग ईज योर एजिंग, मेंटेन अ गुड वेट, ब्राइटन द फेस, स्ट्रेंथन योर बोन्स एंड द मसल्स ऑफ द बॉडी. अब दूसरे एरिया पे आते हैं फटाफट से, विच इज इमोशन एंड मीनिंग. मास्टर योर इमोशन इन ऑर्डर टू इनकलकेट हैप्पी, पीसफुल एंड ग्रेटफुल हॉर्मोन्स. व्हाट आर यू गोइंग टू लर्न हियर? The first course you're going to get in emotion and emotion section is patience mastery model. It's like how to inculcate calm attitude, how to reduce anger, how to build a healthy relationship with yourself. Patience, कि जिंदगी में पेशेंस कैसे रखें. कुछ भी हो गया, एक्सीडेंट हो गया, दिक्कत हो गई, कोई भी प्रॉब्लम हो गई, लाइफ में पेशेंस कैसे रखें, बिकॉज पेशेंस से ही इज देयर एवरीथिंग, एंड लीडर्स हैव टू हैव मैसिव पेशेंस. माइंड मास्टरी, यार निखिल मेरा ना माइंड बहुत अनशेकेबल रहता है, कैसे मैं उसको मेंटेन करूं, कैसे मैं अपने माइंड पे काबू हासिल करूं. So how can you master your mind so that you achieve massive success? Then the course confidence mastery, कि भाई if you want to have a good presentation, if you have a good presentation to give, हमारे हाथ सुनने लगते हैं, you start getting fearful. How to massively boost your confidence to grow on a next level? How many of you feel to grow on a next level you need more confidence? जो टाइप नहीं कर रहे, मतलब तुम्हें कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं चाहिए. How many of you realize if you want to earn more money, the confidence that you have right now will not give you that amount of money, because the confidence that you had gave you this amount of money that you have. If you want to reach that amount of money or that amount of success, the confidence has to raise. Yes or no? Yes or no? So confidence mastery, how to boost your confidence to reach that level. Yeah. Then you get a course called never give up attitude, कि भाई I don't want to give up. मैं छोटी छोटी बातों पे गिव अप कर देता हूँ. I don't want to give up. Then you get a course on meditation for heart and self healing. In meditation and heart and self healing, it's a 5 a.m. club. Every day at 5 a.m. we meet and we do new meditations for just 15-20 minutes. We do new meditations, we grow our patience, and we prepare ourselves for the day, for the whole day. So 5 a.m. club is daily meditation club. So अभी तक जितने हमने meditations करे, which is 100 to 150 meditations that heals your heart and increase self-love will be given to you. Yeah. Then it's called soul mastery. Soul mastery में आपके burning questions answer होंगे, which is God real? Why does bad thing happen to good people? Who is God? Can I see God? How am I connected to God? How am I as a soul? Why God created us? Then you learn boost heart health. What is heart? How does heart function? How does heart attack happens? How negative thoughts play a major role in heart problems. Positive thoughts equals to positive heart. Then the next course you get is happiness mastery. How to control life, rather, this is what you're going to learn in happiness mastery. How to control life, rather life controlling us. How to massively increase your emotional strength. How to not feel negativity and criticisms of the people. How to prioritize you and your family. How to build self-power to say no. How to massively take courage and stand for your values in life. How to let go of past baggage and display happiness inside. This is happiness mastery for you. And this is by Dalai Lama. Happiness mastery by Dalai Lama. Now in relationship section, the first course you guys is relationship mastery. In this, you learn how to understand women and man psychology, because both people are different. Women and man are totally different. So how to understand what woman wants and how to understand what man wants in a relationship. Then you learn 6 human needs. You learn how to fight with ease and resolve. You learn how to ensure your partner loves you. You learn how to grow together in a purpose of life. Then you learn how to intimately serve a higher purpose and the meaning. The next course is psychology of a happy relationship. Happy relationship के लिए क्या psychology होती है behind? उस psychology को हमने पढ़ना है, उस psychology को अपने जीवन में उतारना है, implementing. Then you learn a course called Develop Self-Love. Relationship is not only about, so relationship are of 4 types. Please write this down in notebooks. 4 types of relationship. Your relationship with nature, your relationship with others, your relationship with yourself, and your relationship with God. Relationship with nature, your relationship with others, your relationship with yourself, and your relationship with God. So develop self-love. How can you develop self-love for yourself? Then you get a course called Get Rid of Ego. What is ego? How it comes in our being? How to cool down the ego and resentment? Twin flames, dating mastery, balanced relationship, right? Then you get a course called time. The area of time. Let's go in the area of time. The first course you get is time management. कि अपने 24 घंटों को ऐसे कैसे मैनेज करें कि भाई ढंग से full productively मैं time गुजारूं, right? In a Hindu literature, time is denoted as Kal, and it is the most powerful force that controls everything on earth. So how in the midst of a lot of things, you schedule and get all of that done without stress, burden, and pressure. That's time management for you. The whole course on time management. Then you learn a course called Setting Up a Right Routine. कि कैसे अपनी जिंदगी में एक right routine को सेटअप करें और उस routine को habit में डालें, right? Then you learn a course called Distraction versus Focus. बहुत सारे लोग ये सोचते हैं कि distraction का उल्टा होता है focus. But मैं एक चीज बताता हूँ, distraction का उल्टा होता है attraction. आप जिस चीज से अट्रैक्ट होकर आप वो देखोगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इंस्टाग्राम रील्स, फॉर एग्जाम्पल खाना खाते हुए टीवी देखना, फॉर एग्जाम्पल खाना खाते हुए इंस्टाग्राम को स्क्रॉल करना. डिस्ट्रैक्शन वर्सेस अट्रैक्शन, राइट? सो अपना अट्रैक्शन ऐसी कौन सी चीजों पर डालें ताकि आपका फुल फोकस उस चीज पे जाए. देन यू गेट अ कोर्स एंड टाइम सेक्शन इज गोल सेटिंग. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू वांट टू, मैं डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा हूं आपसे, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू वांट टू सेट, manifest and achieve your goals 10x much faster without working a lot more harder on it? Yes. In goal setting, you're going to learn how to set goals, how to achieve goals 10x much faster. मैंने 2020 में जब मैं अपने मेंटर को पहली बार सुना था, मैंने 100 गोल्स की लिस्ट बनाई थी. 2022 दिसंबर तक 96 of them I have achieved. How to set goals, how to achieve goals. There is a system. There is a system to it. Yeah. Then let's go to the area of work, career, and mission. Now, in work, career, mission, इस एरिया का मतलब है कि हम अपने काम में कैसे ग्रो हो सकते हैं, अपने करियर में कैसे ग्रो हो सकते हैं और ज्यादा पैसे कैसे कमा सकते हैं, which is going to be your spiritual money. So the first course you get here is Go from Job to Business. किसी को job to business में जाना है, this is a course for you. How to start, and this is what you're going to learn in how to go from job to business. How to start a business with your current profession within 90 days. how to scale a business, how to make your business profitable. सारी चीजें you're going to learn, marketing, sales and everything in job to business. Then you learn get the desired promotion, कि अगर किसी को बिजनेस नहीं स्टार्ट करना बट अपने करियर में जहां पर हो वहां पे आपको प्रमोशन चाहिए, उसके लिए क्या क्या चीजें करनी पड़ती हैं, राइट? हाउ टू फाइंड योर ओन सेल्फ वर्थ. अपनी सेल्फ वर्थ को सबसे पहले फाइंड आउट करना है, और वो कैसे करना है, दैट वी आर गोना वॉक यू थ्रू इन दिस कोर्स. चेंज योर आइडेंटिटी. बहुत लोगों की आइडेंटिटी होती है ना कि मैं तो ये नहीं कर सकता, वो नहीं कर सकता, ये नहीं कर सकता. अपनी आइडेंटिटी को कैसे चेंज करें. देन यू लर्न इंटरव्यू टेक्निक्स एंड मैनर्स. द नेक्स्ट कोर्स यू गेट इज हेल्दी प्लेस ऑफ वर्क. कैसे अपने प्लेस को हेल्दी बनाएं, हेल्दी प्लेस ऑफ वर्क को कैसे डेवलप करें ताकि आपका मूड हमेशा अच्छा रहे और सबका मूड अच्छा रहे. डिसिप्लिन. आप अपनी लाइफ में खुद के लिए डिसिप्लिन कैसे फॉलो कर सकते हो. गुड रिलेशनशिप एट वर्क प्लेस. सबसे अच्छे से नेटवर्किंग कैसे करनी है, अच्छे से गुड कम्युनिकेशन कैसे रखना है, कैसे इंट्रोवर्ट नहीं बट एक्सट्रोवर्ट बन के कैसे आपको सबसे बात करनी है. देन लर्न इफेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन, कि ऐसा कम्युनिकेट कैसे कर सको कि सामने वाला आपके बात पे पागल हो जाए. सो इन इफेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन दिस इज व्हाट यू गोना लर्न. बॉडी लैंग्वेज. किस तरह आपके बॉडी लैंग्वेज होना चाहिए, आपके हाथ के जेस्टर्स कैसे होने चाहिए, आपको खड़ा कैसे रहना चाहिए. देन यू लर्न कमांड ओवर वर्ड्स. रीड इन बिटवीन द लाइंस, कि लोगों को कैसे पढ़ो, माइंड रीडिंग. या सो इफेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन में दिस इज अ कोर्स यू गेट, दिस इज अ मॉड्यूल दैट हाउ टू रीड इन बिटवीन द लाइंस. दूसरे के माइंड को कैसे पढ़ के जवाब दे सको, राइट? यू गेट आई कॉन्टैक्ट. आई कॉन्टैक्ट का कितना महत्व है. बहुत लोग आंखें अपनी उनके मुंह पे रखते हैं, राइट, लिप्स पे, कि वो क्या बोल रहे हैं, बट आंखों से आंखें में डायरेक्ट कैसे कॉन्टैक्ट कर सकते हो. दैट इज इफेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन. Then you learn management mastery. In management mastery, you're going to learn art of management, process building, win-win solution for you and your team, competition analysis, SWOT analysis, how to get the work done by a team. Then in leadership by Geeta, you're going to learn what is leadership, how to lead a successful team, how to come up with a vision, how to resolve conflicts between the team, how to reduce politics, how to remove negativity at the workplace, how to make the powerful army of your team. Then in finance, the next area comes in finance section. What you're going to learn in finance section is spiritual money mastery. बहुत लोगों को सबको पैसे कमाने हैं. Everybody wants to earn more money. But how many of you want to earn spiritual money, which is earned with the right dharma, which is earned with the right karma? That is spiritual money mastery. And this is what you're going to learn in the spiritual money mastery. I'll make my team the co-host here. And this is what you're going to learn in spiritual money mastery. How is material money different from spiritual money, and how spiritual money will come in your life. Next, you're going to learn is wealth creation blueprint. The wealth that you have right now, how to double it with the power of real estate investments and a lot more in the wealth creation blueprint, creation blueprint. Then you get a course called Arigato technique. Arigato technique is a Japanese technique where they say, if you're grateful for your money grows, which means if you give your money to somebody, you're grateful. And if you receive your money from somebody, you're grateful for the money. And that's how your money multiplies. So Arigato technique, you can learn exactly how to follow this technique. The next area, the last area is spirituality. In spirituality, the first you're going to learn mind, body, and soul, how these three are connected and how can you connect all these three. And then you're going to learn the course called chakra healing. And in chakra healing, what you're going to learn is what are chakras, 7 different types of chakras, energize your chakras, claim your free crystals at home. So when you buy a course today, this pro membership, you're going to get these free crystals at your home when you read this course. And then you learn how to eliminate fear from your life. Now, अभी तक मैंने जितना आपको बताया प्रो मेंबरशिप के बारे में, how many of you found this is truly valuable? Type value in the chat box. Yes, Anand. Yes, Devindu. शानू जी, आनंद जी, शिव मंगल जी. मैं एक चीज सबको बताता हूं. पता है इन सारे कोर्सेज को, फिजिकल हो गया, वर्क हो गया, स्पिरिचुअलिटी हो गया, अगर आप किसी भी कोर्स से सीखने जाओगे ना, प्रॉब्लम क्या मैं बताता हूं. लेवल 1 जाओगे, लेवल 2 जाओगे, लेवल 3 जाओगे. लेवल 3 में जब पहुंचोगे ना, तभी यू विल गेट अ मैसिव ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन. मतलब लेवल 1 5,000, लेवल 2 15,000, 20,000, लेवल 3 आओ मेरे इस लेवल्स में आओ, इस लेवल में आओ. और उससे होता कुछ नहीं है. हम बस लेवल टू जब जंप करते रहते हैं. नथिंग एल्स हैपेंस. Here, my main goal is by this December 31st, 2024, we are bringing 50 plus coaches and monks more on this platform. उनके courses आपको इसी में मिलेंगे. Now, for learning all of this from different mentors, physical health, emotions, and all of this, till now, I've been able to spend 25 lakhs. Well, I shouldn't use the word called spending, but I use the word called investing. I invested 25 lakh in my learnings. With me investing 25 lakhs in my learnings, the return on investment I got is I'm earning 40 lakhs a month revenue every single month. I'm running 2 successful businesses, both at 7-figure of revenue. I'm running a 300 plus people team. I have 70,000 plus customers. I'm a startup investor in 8 different startups. All of this just by spending, just by investing in my mentors, in learning, in developing connections with them. But the best part is, you don't have to spend 25 lakhs. You don't even have to spend 20 lakhs. You don't even have to spend 15 lakhs. You don't have to spend 10 lakhs. You don't have to invest 5 lakh. You don't have to invest even 1 lakh. For all the pro membership, you don't even have to invest 50,000 rupees. What do you need to invest? For all the pro membership, all the courses just I mentioned, at just 23,880 rupees, because it's Monk School and you're just donating it. Now, I'm going to give you special price today and some special bonuses, which means you also don't have to pay 23,880. How many of you are ready for a special price and a special bonuses? Type SPSB in the chat box. If you want a special price for this and a special bonuses, type SPSB in the chat box. And let me take the names of the people. SPSB. SPSB stands for special price, special bonus. Deepika ji, Divakar ji, Prutha ji, Vishnu ji, Ramalingam ji, Jagat ji, Dwivedi ji, so many people. SBSB. चलो पहले स्पेशल बोनस की बात करते हैं फटाफट से। ये सातों एरिया जितने मैंने मेंशन करे, एक के बाद ये सारे आपको मिल जाएंगे ऐप के साथ। सो यू कैन डाउनलोड द ऐप, माय टीम विल गिव यू द एक्सेस, यू कैन डाउनलोड द एप्स एंड ऑल। ये सातों तो मिलेंगे। इसके अलावा और क्या मिल रहा है? यू आर गोना गेट 3 लाइव इवेंट्स ऑफ मंक स्कूल इन अ ईयर। एक साल में हमारे 3 बहुत बड़े लाइव इवेंट्स होते हैं, बहुत ही बड़े लाइव इवेंट्स होते हैं। ये